Assalamualaikum. Hi everyone. I'm Fatika and this is my fifth English video. I know that my voice still sounds a little bit different since I'm still getting cough, but anyway, I still really hope you're gonna like this video. On the last video, I've explained about descriptive text from its definition, its generic structures, and I've also given you an example about that, and I'm not gonna do that twice. Even though this video is still about describing something, I'm not gonna explain the descriptive text again. I'm just gonna focus on describing something that is stuck in my head, steals my heart, and pays my attention the most these last few days. So, if you want to know about descriptive text, kindly check my last video, okay? So the thing that is stuck in my head, steals my heart, and pays my attention the most these last few days is a movie. Do you want to know what movie is that? Well, of course you do. I'll give you a short clip of the movie.
There is only one way this ends. Last man standing.
I'm going back to see my father.
We need to keep moving! Come on!
I'm going there, no more to run.
We can't possibly make it that way, man! You bloody insane!
If you don't get there in time, we will lose 1,600 men. Your brother among them. Good luck.
That clip was amazing, wasn't it? That was just a few seconds long, but I can feel the feeling that this movie wants its audiences feel. Because of that clip, I became more curious and decided to watch the full version of the movie at the cinema. I immediately look for the spare time, the cinema that gives best services, and the ticket. Then I went to the cinema alone in order to make myself focus on watching the movie without having to have a little chit chat with someone besides me or something. Because I didn't want to miss even a second of this movie because I know that it will be that amazing and worth a watch. After the movie ended, people in the cinema and I didn't immediately stand up and leave because we all needed a few times to take a breath, process all the things we had just watched, and hopelessly wait for the extension clip of the movie, which we know we wouldn't get because the movie was just magical, beautifully arranged, uniquely brilliant, and I could say that this is the best movie I've ever seen in my whole life. The movie is 1917. This movie is a British epic war movie directed, co-written, and produced by Sam Mendes. The movie stars George Mackay and Dean Charles Chapman with Benedict Cumberbatch and several others in supporting roles. The movie tells the story of two young British soldiers, Lance Corporal Schofield and Lance Corporal Blake, during the First World War, who are ordered by General Erinmore to deliver a message to Colonel Mackenzie, calling off an attack that will jeopardize the lives of 1,600 men after the German retreat to the Hindenburg Line during Operation Alberich in 1917. The message is especially important to one of the young British soldier, Lance Corporal Blake, as his brother is taking part in the pending attack. Well, I'm not gonna tell you the whole story of the movie because I want you to watch it, okay? Just watch it. 1917, which won 3 nominations at the 92nd Academy Awards, 2 nominations at the 77th Golden Globes Award, and 7 nominations at the 73rd British Academy Film Awards, becomes phenomenal because of its uniqueness. Do you want to know what? Check this out.
This shot from 1917 shows Lance Corporal Schofield, played by George Mackay, running through a destroyed town and jumping off a high ledge into a river. It seems like just one long, continuous take.
So, the uniqueness is this movie looks like just a long one shot with no cuts. This is the first movie that I've seen filmed that way. It looks like a 2 hours long one shot with no cut, and it surely gives the new sensation, new feeling, and it's brilliant. Well, I've heard that the movie is not one shot though. It's like 8 minutes scenes stitched together. But still, the idea of doing this is brilliant. On an interview with Jimmy Fallon, George Mackay told him that the actors and the crew of the movie rehearsed 6 months before doing the shot because they had to choreograph the entire movie and everything has got to be made to measure. They started out on an empty field 6 months before they started shooting. So basically, the process of making this movie took way longer time than movies in usual. My favorite scene of this movie is when Lance Corporal Schofield has no choice but make a big run and attack is happening simultaneously. Take a look. Is this movie worth an Oscar? Yes, I think yes. Definitely yes. Well, I can say that I'm a big fan of this movie. Well, I think that's all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to watch 1917. See you next time. Wassalamualaikum.